People who have been convicted of violent felonies but had their voting rights restored are now open for consideration to be the coach of any county-sponsored youth sports here in Chesterfield. Now, this comes after the Board of Supervisors made a policy change last night without any discussion or public input during a pre-approved consent agenda. Soccer practice doesn't begin until a few more hours. But Ronald Flores is getting an early start.
I use this field often to practice and train myself what to do better in games and game situations as well.
While he plays for the Richmond Kickers right now, Flores hopes to one day become a coach.
And I just want to learn the sport more and more and teach, how I said, my younger brother to be a better player and stuff like that.
To be a coach, Flores says not only should you know the sport, but also be a positive role model. And that's why he disagrees with the Chesterfield Board of Supervisors' decision Wednesday night to change the policy on who can become a coach of a county-sponsored youth sport or organization.
For me, it's not good.
Previously, the policy blocked all candidates who were convicted of violent barrier crimes from becoming a youth coach. But the board has now removed the word violence as a disqualifying factor if that candidate had their voting rights restored by the state. According to the policy, barrier crimes that involve violence include murder, manslaughter, malicious wounding, abduction, felony assault, and so forth. Those applicants will be considered on a case-by-case basis. However, any crimes against minors will not be tolerated.
You know, some parents will find that uncomfortable.
But other parents do support the change.
They did their time, they're giving back to the community, they haven't been in any trouble, since they've been home, and they're doing what a good model citizen is supposed to do. Why not give them a chance to mentor the kids?
Chesterfield resident Shonda Gaston coaches a local dance team and says it's important for kids who may come from complicated backgrounds to have role models with challenging lived experiences so they can be an example of turning your life around.
And then you have these troubled youth that go out into the world and they got that one person in the back of their mind when they're ready to do something that's against what they're supposed to be doing. They might stop and think, well, you know what, Coach told me his story, and I don't want to make that decision. I don't want to go down that road, so let me do something different.
Now, I did reach out to all 5 members of the Board of Supervisors to ask what sparked this change. They did not respond directly. However, a county spokesperson says that it came after residents reached out to the board requesting that they take another look at the background checks policy. She says this doesn't mean that all of the candidates will definitely become coaches. Rather, they will have their applications reviewed now. Here in Chesterfield, I'm Tyler Lane, CBS 6 News.